You're scrolling through your feed, maybe just taking a quick break, and suddenly a video stops you dead in your tracks. The image is just shocking, the caption is breathless, and for a second, you honestly can't look away. We've all been there, right? But what if I told you that what you're seeing is a carefully constructed illusion? You see a title like this one, it's explosive, it's terrifying, and it is absolutely designed to make you click and share it immediately. It's the kind of headline that just floods social media, right? It generates millions of views by tapping into a very, very primal fear. So, is it real? The short answer? No, not even close. Not in the way these videos want you to believe, anyway. These viral clips are a masterclass in manipulation. They blend these tiny bits of truth with outright fiction to create something that feels so real, but just isn't. Okay, let's dive into this and see exactly how it's done. To really get how these hoaxes work, it helps to think of them like a recipe. Seriously, they follow a surprisingly simple formula that's designed for maximum emotional impact, using just a few key ingredients to cook up a viral sensation. And the formula is, believe it or not, pretty straightforward. It starts by mixing totally different videos together. Then you slap on a dramatic caption, you layer in some fake audio to create a sense of panic, and then you loop the most intense moment over and over again. So let's start with that first ingredient, the footage. So the deception really begins when they start stitching completely separate events together. In this case, the creators took some footage of a really minor dolphin collision with a trainer down in Miami back in 2022. It was a gentle bump, nobody was seriously hurt. But then, they slice in these dramatic clips of actual orcas from old documentaries or, tragically, from the 2010 SeaWorld incident. Now, to a casual viewer, just scrolling quickly, the animals look similar enough to create this single, terrifying, and completely false story.
But just tricking your eyes is only half the story. Sound is basically weaponized to sell the lie. The original dolphin video is actually pretty quiet, so the hoaxers, they just add audio from completely different sources, maybe movie clips, other unrelated videos, and they layer it right on top. And suddenly you're hearing screams, panicked shouting, and these violent thrashing sounds that were never ever there to begin with. Your ears are tricked into confirming the panic your eyes think they see.
And the result is chillingly effective. By combining that misleading footage, looping a single bump to make it look like a sustained attack, and then adding all that fake audio, the creators have manufactured an event that feels immediate and deadly. They've totally erased all the context. The dates, the locations, even the species of the animals, all to create this potent, believable lie. So we know how they do it, but the really big question is, why are these hoaxes so effective? Well, they're tailor-made to exploit some really common shortcuts our brains use to process information, especially when we're feeling emotional. You see, these hoaxes work because they hack our mental shortcuts. They prey on real fears. I mean, many of us have heard about tragic incidents involving captive orcas, so the basic idea feels plausible. Then they use these emotional trigger words, like attack, to totally bypass our critical thinking. And the short clip format, that's on purpose. It conveniently strips away all the crucial context, like dates and locations. And to make the lie feel more credible, they'll even invent fake details, like a made-up trainer named Jessica Radcliffe. And now, get this. Some scenes are entirely AI-generated, which is making the line between what's real and fake even blurrier. Now, the good news is, once you know the recipe, you can spot the fake. You don't need to be some kind of digital forensics expert, not at all. You just need to know the red flags to look for. So let's build your hoax spotting toolkit right now. So from now on, whenever you see a shocking video, just run it through this quick mental checklist. First, check the source. Is this wild scenario being reported by any credible news outlets? A quick search for the trainer or the park name will often expose the truth right away. Second, watch the editing. Look for those jarring cuts, going from a calm moment to sudden violence. That's a dead giveaway for splicing. Third, ask yourself if the footage looks familiar. Often these clips are just recycled from well-known documentaries. And finally, listen critically to the sound. If it feels way over the top with screams or music that don't match the video quality, trust your gut. So what is a viral hoax when you boil it all down? It's a fabricated story, pure and simple. It's like a Frankenstein's monster of content. You've got bits of real video, fake audio, and maybe even some AI, all of it stitched together with one goal: to provoke a strong emotional reaction and get you to hit that share button without thinking.
This time, it was orcas and dolphins. The techniques are simple, the psychology behind it is powerful, and as technology like AI gets even better, these fabricated realities are only going to become more and more convincing. And it leaves us with a really critical question. Now that we know how the trick is done, what are we going to do the next time a shocking video appears on our screen? And you have to wonder, what's it going to be about?